All right. Hopefully this time you guys can actually hear me on the live stream. I fixed the actual sound. So hopefully you guys can hear me. I hope all is well. This is your girl, Chris Blue, Nola Tarot. Hopefully you can hear me. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and play a little bit of music and wait on everybody to check on in. We want to be respectful as possible because we do have people who are very happy about this verdict, and then we have people who were on the side of Tory Lanez, but we also have to be truthful about how we feel about the situation. I'm gonna play a little bit of music until we get people in. Ooh, the music is acting up. How y'all doing, family? Put your feelings in the chat. I hope y'all have been having a great day. We finally got a verdict right before the holidays. Thank you, God. I don't think I could have made it through. I don't think I could have made it through the holidays without knowing the actual verdict on this situation. I hope all is well. Thank you so much for coming through. Hey, Liz and Horns, what's up, girl? Miss Jerry, hello, welcome. Justice, Carmela, hello. Lala, what's up? Marsh, what's going on? What's up? Is that Zadie? We also have in here Veronica. You can hear me now. Yeah, I fixed it. I didn't realize it was doing that. Let's see. You got Miss Veronica. What's up, Cherise Copeland? Jessica, I'm sounding good. Thank you, Jessica. This is, let's see, Midline. How you doing, girl? We have Joshua in the building. We have Chanel in the building. Witness to it all. We have you in the building as well. I'm happy to be back, guys. If you've been following me on Instagram, you already know what's been going down. I have been discussing this case daily, sometimes twice a day on Instagram. And so you already been knowing my feelings and my thoughts on Instagram. I have pulled down the videos on Instagram just to make sure I stick to the original readings that I have on YouTube. So if you want to see all of the readings about Tory Lanez, this case, what my reading said, and the predictions that I made, baby, like the last person said in this chat that just wrote a comment, I called it. All right. So from the day one that we did this reading, I said everything that actually happened in the trial. I talked about them fighting over. I talked about them falling out. I talked about Kylie Jenner. I talked about them having an issue. I talked about he was a shooter, and that's on point blank and period, regardless of what anybody else thinks. The readings are actually in the you've been on Instagram live all day. Yes, baby, I've been going live like constantly. But let me just say this, I just take pride in just going with my gut, sticking to it, and I take pride in that. And at the end of the day, I understand a lot of people are going to be upset about this, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. He's been found guilty of all charges, not one, not two, not three, not just those, just not one, not just two, not just three, all charges. And for the people that stood by Meg the Stallion, the people that wrote it through, regardless of whatever anybody else said, let me tell you something. It's hard to stand by because what happens is so many people were against it, right? You go in the comment section, it felt like it was like 10 of us saying guilty and a million people saying not guilty. And so it's hard to stand your ground when you are fighting against that amount of people. But if you haven't learned anything about me yet, I don't care what somebody else does and what somebody else says. I'm gonna always do what I know is right. I'm gonna always follow my heart, and you cannot convince me to do anything that I don't feel and I don't see. And you cannot bullshit me. If you've been following my Instagram, we talked a lot about what's been going on in this trial. There's been a lot of shady business in this trial. I don't care how any, if you wanna get mad, I understand. I got you. I feel you. But if we saw it, we know everybody else was seeing it. Justin just appeared today after they arrested his father. After they arrested his father. And that's the only way he came through. And what was crazy is that it wasn't until it wasn't until they started to come at his family that he decided to come out. And what was interesting in his father's statement is I talked to him about if he does this, what was going to happen, right? Society does not protect Black women at all. Black women don't protect Black women at all. And a Black man sure ain't going to protect you. Look at what happened. Look at what happened. A lot of people out there riding for Tory Lanez, right? The problem that I always felt was wrong with the case, if you want me to be honest, I felt like they let the case go on too long. That was an error on the prosecution. Because what happened is it happened so long ago. This is going on 2023. It happened so long ago that people started saying, well, shit, it couldn't have been that bad. He's still out. He's making music. He's running around. He's having fun. He's making videos. He's dating people. So damn, like it couldn't have been that serious, right? And that gave time and that gave way, right? That gave time and that gave way to people, for people to change their mind, for people to get in touch with other people, for situations to be handled on the back end. I felt like a lot of wheeling and dealing was going on. But the problem with that is that when you let something ride this long, it gives too much opportunity rather than just taking it to court and doing what needs to be done. I am happy with this verdict. I am happy with this verdict, period. I am happy that Meg got justice. They dragged this case out. But let me say this, Joshua, if this was your niece, if this was your cousin, if this was somebody in your family, drag it all the way out until we get justice, baby. Drag it all the way out until we get justice. Drag it out. At the end of the day, it's taxing on us. But what has it done to other people who are, what does it do to people that are truly affected by this? We're just sitting in the backdrop being affected by this. We're just sitting in the backdrop being emotional about this. We're just sitting in the backdrop racking our brains about it. They should go after Kelsey next, Taisha. I feel like they should go after Kelsey next for the perjury. I've been watching all kind of lawyers, and they can technically still go after Kelsey. And what the lawyer said was one thing he said that was true in this whole thing. Even if we get Kelsey, we're gonna still get Tory, because they put the gun in both their hands, right? Even if we get Kelsey, we're gonna still get Tory. So even if she was responsible in any way for this, she should be getting got to. And also that perjury. What's up, Vix Nina? What's up? She should be next for pure fuckery that she pulled. She should be next for her part in it. And I believe that white man and that man who testified at the end who said they was fighting. I believe that man. Because it too much escalated to say you just got shot out the clear blue sky. Too much escalated to say you got shot out the clear blue sky. Too much escalated to say you got shot out the clear blue sky. You can blame Rock Nation, blame your son. This is the problem with the Black community. We always want to point the finger at the next person. Let me let Instagram know I'm on live. Hold on. They always want to point the finger. This is the problem today. Just like Justin Daddy. The police came to my house and they've been harassing me. Well, tell your son to get his ass to court. When he can get to court, then guess what? Nobody will show up at your house and put handcuffs on you. How about that? Hold your children accountable. You said you had a whole conversation with your you said you had a whole conversation with him before he even pulled the stunt he pulled. Well, you should have told him then. I don't want to hear that crap. I don't want to hear it. Because if you would have brought your behind the court, you wouldn't have been having your daddy and the 8-year-old in jeopardy. How about that? And Tory Lanez, if you would have told the truth and Kelsey tell the truth and everybody, and even Meg Thee Stallion, girl, you should have told the truth from the beginning. This is what we get trying to protect people, guys. Don't protect nobody. Because when you protect people, guess what? They ain't going to protect you. You sitting here talking about, oh, I just stepped on some glass to keep everybody out of trouble. Look how this turned out for you. We didn't have to go through a whole situation, taking the world through a bunch of drama, when you could have just said, I was sleeping with the guy. Things escalated, right? Just have told the truth. You would have avoided all these problems, but you was trying to cover. Let me let Instagram know I'm live. Hold on one second. Yeah, Trey Songz next. I told you he was going to get away the last time, and I told you this time he may actually get in trouble. Hold on. Let me live on YouTube. Let me just let everybody know. Hold on, because Instagram been rocking with me like a whole 2 weeks damn near, right? Instagram, anybody from Instagram, put a 1 in the chat, child. We've been rocking and rolling on Instagram. I have been going live once, literally twice a day. Every time some news breaks, I'm on Instagram. Put a 1 in the chat if you're coming from Instagram and you have been a part of the live sessions daily. We have been on Instagram daily. Every freaking time something break out. Tracy, what's up? You in the building? What's up, Yvette? You in the building? Guess what? Vic Steven, you in the building? What's up, Cupstar Manny? You in the building? Yvette, you in the building? Carmela, you in the building? Oh, Honey Potty, you in the building? I've been on live. This what's up, Delcia? What's up? We've been in the building. We have been on live every day discussing this, blow by blow, little by little, minute by minute. So you've been missing out. I haven't been on YouTube. I'm trying to build my Instagram up, and I'm gonna eventually merge the two. I'll be going live on both. What's up, Tanya? You've been there. Jasmine, you've been there. What's up, Carla? You've been there. We've been on Instagram. Every time something break out, we've been there. So I want y'all to follow me on Instagram because Instagram is quicker for me. I can just get on Instagram, get in, get out. But I'm gonna start setting this up too, and I'm gonna set up my Instagram, and I'm gonna be doing both. So y'all are both. For the people who don't do YouTube, I'll be doing YouTube. I'll be doing Instagram. So y'all are both. I'm happy. I just got your DM event. I'm happy. So this has been a long road for me. I take it personal simply because I'm a woman. I'm a Black woman. I've been in situations where it wasn't cool. You know, I have daughters, you know, and I take it personal. I take it personal. So for me, this has meant a lot to me, guys. It's not about my reading being 100% accurate. It's about that a little bit, but it got so personal for me because Meg doesn't have, regardless of her foolishness and how she acts, and she could be ugly towards people, she don't have family to stick up for her. So for the people that truly believed her from the moment that this all broke out, we became her unofficial family. We supported her all the way through. We put that energy into the universe to see her through. We did that. We did that. Y'all don't even know. If I show y'all what I have on the side right now, praying for the situation, and I didn't pray for Tory to go to jail. I prayed for justice. I pray for justice, guys. I literally was calling my sister. I had my little 14-year-old daughter who also I teach her little stuff here and there, but we were praying for justice. Just justice. If whatever God saw it needed to be, that's what I was praying for. So I have re-released all of the readings free of charge. I had them in membership at one point. They're all now free of charge. You can look at every single reading from the moment I started this to the end, the last reading on Tory Lanez. Every single reading will match exactly what happened in court, and that's exactly what went down. Remember I told you in the reading a little birdie was going to come and tell on them. That little birdie in my mind now is that old man, right? That little birdie on the balcony seeing everything happening. So when you look at the last reading for Tory Lanez, I said a little birdie was going to come out and tell on him. At the end of the day, I'm just proud and happy. And I know everybody's not going to feel the same. You got people there's been a lot of, and we talked a lot about this on Instagram too. There's been a lot of misinformation out there. There's been a lot of misinformation out there. The problem is that there's this guy he is a lawyer. He was painting a one-sided narrative of what was going on in court. And I think the problem is that because he was actually being placed on the Shade Room and the Hollywood Unlock and all these different blogs, what happened is that people started to have a one-sided view of the trial. And today I had done a video before the actual verdict was read. Sorry about that. Let me pause this till this train comes. Oh, I can talk to it. Forget it. We have a train that comes through every now and then. Every very, very blue moon, every Salvador blue moon. But what happened is that this lawyer, unfortunately, he had been painting a one-sided narrative. And so what happened is it started to sway a lot of people, and it started to create a real divide, and a lot of misinformation was coming out. And then you have this other blog, they're posting the verdict when that wasn't even the verdict. So at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I was telling my gang, I was telling my Instagram family, I was saying, this is the problem when you have one-sided information, because people thought that this was going to be a cut and dry case. Like he was going to go in and they were going to come out with that verdict in 20 minutes. But when they started staying too long and they started asking certain questions, that's when you started to know, wait a minute, did you give us the right information? I never felt he was giving me the right information. I never thought he was giving me the right information. I told everybody on Instagram, stop listening to him. 222 in the chat. What's up, 222 in the chat? I told everybody on Instagram, stop listening to him. He's giving one-sided information. He's too biased, right? You can call me biased if you want to, but I was right. At the end of the day, he was giving one-sided perspective. And he was really giving a lot of negative energy to this case. I even saw somebody else who was in the courtroom with him saying that he was like literally upset when they were talking to the old man. He was upset, hoping that the defense would stop talking to the old man because the old man was putting the gun in Tory's hands. At the end of the day, the gun is in Tory's hands. At the end of the day, even Kelsey admitted that the gun was in Tory's hands until she recanted her story. It was some shady shit going on. Kelsey recanted her story. The driver got missing. Justin got missing. You could see you have to be blind as a bat to see that there was some fuck shit going on. Just like the girl Meliro. Okay. So you had to know there was some funny business going on. At the end of the day, guys, thank you so much for riding with me. Thank you so much for believing in me. I feel so proud of this moment right now. You have no idea. Like, this is for women. This is for Black women, period, right? This is for justice, period. So this is bigger than just, a tarot reading. This is really somebody's life. Think about your mother, your daughter, your niece, your cousin. Think about that. When you try to destroy another woman, think about that. How a lot of women try to protect Black men, and they turn around and they shit on them. Think about that. But anyway, I'm excited and happy. So when I go from now on, I promise when I go live on Instagram, I'll go live on YouTube too, so that you guys will be getting the same message. So I won't have to transfer anything over and everybody gets to participate in it. Yes, we have to advocate for ourselves. We have to advocate for ourselves. We have to stand up for ourselves. And I don't care about all this Rock Nation chitter chatter bullshit. At the end of the day, you can use whatever you want to use, period. Oh, I'm good, Shell Yavelle. Y'all send Meg some love. She got shot. I'm good. I'm happy. Like, these are happy tears. I'm not sad. I'm not disillusioned. I'm happy. Like, this is happy. It's almost like it's happening to me. It's happening to us. So I'm not sitting here emotional because I'm like, oh God, I'm sitting here because I'm like, thank you, God. Thank you. Period. This is a big deal. Yeah. So now we need to focus on putting that energy into Shanquella. That's right. Justice for Shanquella. So that she and look at Shanquella getting attacked by what? A Black woman. And other people covering it up. Once again, we're not protecting each other. Once again, we're not doing the right thing. This is the problem. This is the problem. Right? This is a problem. So I'm so happy and I'm just excited. And I'm gonna put Justice for Shanquella up here so that we can yeah. I hope May get some time. I'm sure she's been getting some sort of therapy. Let me say this. I don't know how she can do it. So many people trying to destroy her online. I don't know how she does it. Like, honestly, I would have been just like, my energy, I'm like that person. like I can only take so much energy coming towards me like that. That is very stressful. But I'm sure she's already been getting some sort of therapy to go through this experience, guys. I'm sure she has. You know, this just tells you that social media, we don't have the power we think we have sometimes. We have the power, but when they get in that courtroom, guess what? They block all that stuff out. You got to focus on what you need to focus on, you know, and I'm just glad the jurors, and they took a long time, and I'm like, okay, this is good. People are like, no, that's bad. I'm like, no, this is good. I've been in I've been in jury duty for 2 weeks. And I was like, this is good. I've been in jury duty for 2 weeks, so I know. So, okay, so I'll keep my computer set up here, and then I'll keep my other things set up on the side. So from now on, as I go live on Instagram, I'll go live on YouTube so we can all be getting the same message and you guys can all be participating in it. Have a good night. This is it for me. I am happy. I am so proud of everyone that stood 10 toes down, no pun intended, for Meg Thee Stallion. And, you know, Tory has the right to appeal. That's his decision. But this is a very, very precedented case, guys. And I'm so proud of being a Black woman in America, standing for what is right and what is true. Take care and stay blessed. And I don't want to answer any more questions because I'm just super emotional, but or any questions. So I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. On Instagram, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow too. Peace and blessings. Bye.